Hey guys, welcome to another video of Genshin Impact. Today I'm going to be talking about Hutao and Yelan and their rotations. I believe their kits are meshed well together. I'll show you for an example in the next video, but pretty much their skills line up with their cooldowns enough so that in between their skills they could apply as much damage as possible. So I'll show you that in just a moment. Alright, so briefly going over her abilities, one in particular I just want to go over is Learning a Lifeline. Learning a Lifeline is when you sprint towards enemies that are marked with the lifeline will explode, so when you run past them it'll leave a mark. And when the duration ends within 3 seconds, if you hold it, it will explode. If you can also dash if you want, it'll explode that way. But keep in mind the cooldowns for it. But this skill in particular is what's gonna be good as a rotation with Hutao. So let me show you. Alright, but also keep in mind that this rotation I'm about to explain is only good if you have C1. So if you don't have C1, it's not gonna work. Reason being is because that extra charge is gonna help a lot with the rotation. So I'll explain that. Alright, so keeping in mind the cooldowns with the Yelan's Living Lifeline, 3 seconds, correct. If we use Hutao's E, let's say after I use Yelan's ult and then Hutao's E, I could use the Xingqiu Hutao combo up to 9 seconds. After 9 seconds, there's a Blood Blossom that occurs for 4 seconds. Right here, every 4 seconds. Within that time, after I use my E, I could use Yelan's Lingering Lifeline, which I could apply in 3 seconds. So by that time, Lingering Lifeline ends, it'll explode, and then Blood Blossom will apply the vaporized damage. And after that, so let's say within the 4 seconds of the Blood Blossom damage, after 9 seconds, that'll be 13 seconds. So I still have 3 seconds before her cooldown comes back up for her E. If I use her ult right away, and then use Lingering Lifeline again, so the same combo, in the same 4 seconds, I could do it the same combo again. So Lingering Lifeline and Blood Blossom, since her E and Q both apply Blood Blossom. And by that time, I've already done damage with both her Lingering Lifeline and her Blood Blossom. Enough time for her skill cooldown, where is that? Her E skill will come back up already. So that's why I think it's so broken, because you're utilizing each and every skill. This only applies to C1, by the way, with Yelan. So having a second charge is what makes the combo perfect. So I should have mentioned that earlier in the video. But like I said, like after Hutao skill, E, right? Lingering Lifeline, Blood Blossom damage. After her ult, use Lingering Lifeline again, Blood Blossom damage and Lingering Lifeline explosion. So I'm gonna put that in the next video, so just watch it. But in the next slide. But that's pretty much her combo right there. So that's utilizing everything in 16 seconds. Just to let you guys know, that's a huge gap closer in between skills. Because usually Hutao, before people wouldn't know what to do after her 9 seconds is done, right? Because then you would have to switch to someone else to pretty much do damage in place of the 7 seconds in between. But if you use the 7 seconds in between using Yelan's E skill with Hutao's Blood Blossom, you could apply max amount of damage within 16 seconds. So I'll show you that in the next slide. So let's start. If I use Yelan's ultimate with Hutao's E, right? Hopefully I don't kill him too fast, but yeah. So right there, 9 seconds is done. I have the Blood Blossom up, so I use the Lingering Lifeline, which then explodes with the Blood Blossom, and then do her ultimate, and then I'll have a second charge for Yelan again, doing Lingering Lifeline, which will explode again. By that time, E's already up, just like that. So I think perfect combo for the pair. So that's why I think she's broken. That's of course if you have C1 Yelan because of that second charge. So Yeah, good stuff.